Kate Middleton and Melania Trump joining forces for a good cause. The Duchess of Cambridge and First Lady of the United States teaming up in Windsor, England for their first ever solo outing together, spending time with the kids of the Scout Squirrels program.
It was one of those rare royal moments that no one saw coming. A quiet garden, two of the world's most photographed women, and one small but utterly captivating exchange that had everyone whispering. Yes, we're talking about Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and Melania Trump, the First Lady of the United States. It wasn't a formal banquet or a grand state dinner this time. No glittering tiaras, no red carpet protocol. Instead, it was something entirely different. Something human, soft, and quietly powerful. On September 18th, during the final day of Donald Trump's state visit to the United Kingdom, Kate and Melania met for what many are now calling one of the warmest and most unexpected encounters in modern diplomatic history.
President Donald Trump and the First Lady are continuing their visit with the royal family in the UK, and Melania Trump's fashion statement is making headlines. On Wednesday night, King Charles, Queen Camilla, and the Prince and Princess of Wales held a state banquet at Windsor Castle for the Trumps.
And according to witnesses, the Princess and the First Lady didn't just share polite smiles. They shared a secret, a few quiet words that seemed to melt the formality of the moment and show us a side of both women the public rarely gets to see. In a world where every public appearance is meticulously planned, every handshake rehearsed, and every smile measured for maximum diplomatic impact, what happens when a truly genuine moment manages to slip through the cracks? We're talking about those rare, unscripted beats that cut through the noise and reveal something profoundly human. Princess Catherine and Melania Trump gave us one of those moments, and it was caught on video.
It's the Kate and Melania show. The First Lady and the future Queen are hanging out together today.
Hi. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
They met youngsters in the Scouts movement and joined in with arts and crafts projects.
The two women had never shared an official engagement before. You could feel the curiosity in the air. How would these two powerful figures interact? But within minutes, it became clear that they clicked. Witnesses described their body language as surprisingly relaxed. Kate was her usual warm, hands-on self, crouching down to talk to the little scouts, while Melania followed suit, smiling genuinely and chatting softly with the children. At one point, Kate leaned in, whispering something to Melania, who covered her mouth and laughed. The cameras caught that exact second, the one that would later make headlines. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't diplomatic small talk. It was real. And that whisper, whatever Kate... They continued to chat quietly between activities, occasionally sharing amused glances like old friends catching up.
The Princess of Wales and the First Lady are sharing a rare moment alone together. During President Donald Trump and Melania Trump's state visit to the UK, Kate Middleton hosted the First Lady at Windsor Castle's Frogmore Gardens September 18, where they met with Chief Scout Dwayne Fields and members of the Scout Squirrels program,
rather than two women meeting for the first time on official duty. Royal watchers immediately noticed the chemistry, an easy, effortless rapport that felt more authentic than many of the formal handshakes and photo ops we're used to seeing. Their visit wasn't about speeches or ceremony. It was about children. Together they joined a group of young scouts aged just 4 to 6, known as the Squirrels. The day's activities, pure delight. They helped the children collect leaves, draw pictures, and even inspect tiny garden insects. Kate didn't hesitate to kneel in the grass, chatting to the little ones about bugs and flowers, while Melania smiled fondly beside her, helping one child colour in a picture of a butterfly.
Hi. What are you doing?
The ladies in coordinated earth tones spent time coloring, drawing, and even flapping a parachute.
Observers noted how comfortable and motherly both women seemed. There was no competition, no stiffness. Just laughter, small talk, and that rare sense of two people simply enjoying the company of children. It was easy to forget that just 24 hours earlier, both women had been in glittering evening gowns, dining alongside the Queen and the President. Now they were getting their hands dirty in the soil, in the most charming way possible. Then came the moment that truly melted hearts. While chatting with the children, Kate revealed a little secret. Something that even royal insiders didn't know at the time. She shared that her youngest son, Prince Louis, had recently developed a rather adorable obsession.
This is Donald Trump's second time being hosted by the British Monarchy. He is the first U.S. president to be invited for more than one state visit. Trump and the Princess of Wales seemed to be getting along well throughout the trip, as he appeared to call Kate so beautiful upon his arrival.
With chestnuts, or as she called them, conkers. With a soft laugh, she said, "We keep finding conkers in cupboards, in his bed, conkers everywhere." The First Lady smiled, clearly charmed, and the two women shared a quiet laugh over the relatable chaos of young children. Kate added that little Louis likes to collect them, load them into his toy trucks and drive them around the house. It was such a small moment, yet it captured everything people love about her. Her down-to-earth warmth, her ability to make even the most powerful company feel at ease. That tiny story about chestnuts somehow became the secret shared in the garden, a moment of lightness that cut through all the formality surrounding the Trump state visit. What struck so many viewers about this encounter was how normal it felt.
Melania sat on a kiddie chair while Kate hunkered down on the lawn to color with the kids.
It was a nice moment to see the two of them walking around the grounds, having a chat, just the two of them, increasing their friendship.
Here were two women often portrayed as reserved, guarded figures. Yet on that autumn afternoon, they looked like two mums at a school fair. They weren't performing, they were connecting. You could see it in their expressions. Relaxed smiles, natural laughter, and even the occasional bit of hair blowing across their faces as they crouched beside the children. This wasn't staged diplomacy. It was genuine warmth. One royal commentator later said, "It was one of the few times we saw Melania truly at ease on foreign soil, and Kate, as always, made it look effortless." The First Lady had often been criticised for appearing distant or stiff in public appearances, but standing beside the Princess of Wales, she seemed more open, softer somehow. Perhaps Kate's calm, nurturing energy brought that out of her, and while neither woman ever confirmed what was said during their quiet chats,
as they learn about nature to achieve their Go Wild badge. The private visit with the Scouts one night after Kate and Prince William joined Melania and Trump, as well as King Charles and Queen Camilla at the official state dinner, marked the first official joint engagement for the Princess and the First Lady, and the first time the two have been photographed together.
Body language experts suggested that they shared personal anecdotes, likely about motherhood, family, and balancing public life. It was, in many ways, a meeting of contrasts. Kate, the future Queen Consort, born a commoner, raised in the English countryside, polished by years of royal duty. Melania, a former model from Slovenia, who became America's First Lady, standing beside one of the most controversial presidents in modern history. And yet, in that moment, their worlds aligned perfectly. They were just two women, mothers, navigating fame, expectation, and scrutiny. Observers even noted how their tones of voice softened when speaking to the children and to each other. That shared experience of motherhood seemed to bridge the gap between them. When Kate talked about Prince Louis and his endless collection of conkers, Melania responded with a knowing nod, mentioning how her own son, Baron, had once been equally obsessed with collecting little souvenirs from trips abroad. A small, mutual understanding. One that probably wouldn't make a press release, but would make perfect sense to any parent. What's fascinating is that this warm encounter came just one day after an entirely different setting, the state banquet at Buckingham Palace. The night before, both women had appeared in dazzling gowns and sparkling jewels, seated beneath crystal chandeliers. Their conversation, if any, was limited to polite pleasantries, and photographers captured them both maintaining the expected composure of their positions. But at Frogmore Gardens, the masks slipped. Without the constraints of royal protocol, they could simply talk, laugh, even whisper. You could see the change. Their smiles were genuine, their gestures natural. Kate even placed a hand lightly on Melania's arm at one point, guiding her toward a group of children, a subtle gesture, but deeply meaningful. It spoke of comfort, of kindness,
It's all part of the Trump's state visit to England. The president and first lady were greeted upon landing across the pond by Kate and husband Prince William, followed by a tour of the royal library led by Queen Camilla.
And perhaps even friendship. The video of that moment, Kate whispering, Melania laughing, quickly spread online. People began speculating. What did Kate say? Some insisted it was a mother-to-mother secret. Others thought she might have made a playful remark about their matching outfits. The truth, of course, remains between the two of them. But what mattered wasn't the words, it was the tone. You could see warmth in Kate's eyes, and Melania's response was unguarded, even joyful. For many, that brief interaction became one of the most memorable images of the entire Trump visit. Commentators called it a moment of grace in a sea of formality, and it reminded everyone that even amid politics and protocol, humanity still shines through.
Royal fans loved it. Social media lit up with comments like, "They look like old friends," and "This is the first time I've seen Melania truly comfortable in years." Many noted how Kate seemed to bring out the best in people, how her genuine approachability could disarm anyone, even the world's most stoic First Lady. Some even joked that Kate could charm a stone statue, while others compared her natural warmth to Princess Diana's. It was a simple afternoon, yet it became one of the most replayed royal videos of the year. Behind the scenes, it's said that the meeting left a lasting impression on both women. Melania reportedly commented privately that she found the princess graceful and kind, and Kate, according to insiders, admired Melania's poise and effort to connect during what could have been an awkward engagement. After the event, the pair were seen saying their goodbyes warmly. Another small touch, another smile, another whisper before they parted ways. And while they may never have another such relaxed meeting again, that day in the gardens remains an understated gem in royal diplomacy. In the end, the secret Kate Middleton shared with Melania Trump may not have been scandalous or political. It was something better. It was personal. A reminder that beneath the titles, the dresses, and the public expectations, both women are mothers, wives, and human beings. And on that autumn afternoon in Frogmore Gardens, surrounded by laughter and children's chatter, they allowed the world to see just that. A princess and a first lady, united not by politics or power, but by a quiet moment of warmth and understanding.